Hey, this is Big Daddy Shin. Just hanging out, doing the slow carb diet, and right now is the 2-month progress. And so I'll let you know what's been going on. So a couple weeks ago, I think a lot of you guys knew that I went from 300 to 282 pounds. So for the last maybe a week or two, I was hovering at about 279 to 281, and then I didn't really seem to progress on that much weight loss. But what I can honestly say is that I feel great. So when I take pictures, I could see the difference in my face. And even though I'm staying the same weight, I feel a lot better. Because, I'm eating like during the 6 days, I'm eating like Korean barbecue with just the vegetables, no marinade and whatever. And I eat fajitas, and then no tortillas and beans. And then I learned to make that chili for myself, and that was amazing, right? A lot of hot sauce, and then instead of cheese puffs and stuff, I would eat pork rinds, right? And then so I'm eating that during the week, and then for my cheat days, in the first couple cheat days, it was fine and stuff, but it wasn't. It's no fun anymore. So now I haven't been doing cheat day videos because my cheat day is basically eating the same stuff, but then maybe I'll have like some fries, So I asked Sean on why my weight's not plummeting. He said that the most important part about this diet is the diet, right? So he said eating within the 8-hour time gap, and then eating, the meats, vegetables, and proteins, and the beans, and then so I got the hard part out of the way. So I'm not out here craving like, a pizza anymore. I'm actually sick of pizza now, right? Or eating some type of hamburger. I'm like, okay, I'm happy. I'm perfectly fine with the In-N-Out, protein burger. Or, I'll eat an omelet like when I go out to like Denny's or something, So I enjoy these foods a lot, right? And then those sugar-free chocolate, dark chocolate at Trader Joe's, little squares, just eat one like once in a while. It's perfectly fine. But I'm eating a lot of salt still and a lot of hot sauce. And then so Sean was telling me that even though I'm burning fat, I'm drinking pitchers of water. So I'm retaining a bunch of water. So that's why I'm still hovering around the 280s, maybe, 279, 278, But it's because I have all this water in me. But he said if I try to reduce the salt intake, then, I'll start peeing off all this water or whatever, and then I'll start losing more weight. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. So he said another thing too is that, for these last 2 months, I've been doing it strictly on just dieting. So, he told me to exercise and stuff, and I'll be honest, I haven't been exercising. I'll maybe walk around Disneyland or whatever, but actually getting a good sweat, because he said that when you eat all the salt and, you'll sweat out all the salt and stuff, and then it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So, starting this week, he's putting me through an exercise program, and then we're going to take the videos and show you what's up with those videos, right? So he's telling me, they're different not weight training, but stuff that you could just do in your living room, and then you do it, like for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever it takes you to do, So we'll see how that goes. So that one, it should start to kickstart my metabolism, and then we'll be really seeing a difference. So right now, it's safe to say that after 2 months, I lost 20 pounds, so I'm averaging 10 pounds a month, right? And then so if I have the diet intact already and adding the exercise, so if I could get 10 pounds a month for the next 8 months, then that means I would have lost 100 pounds in 10 months, right? Which is amazing. And thing is, remember this too, I don't feel like I did any drastic change, like, oh, I can't sustain this diet. Because when I did like Atkins diet, a cabbage soup diet, or starve myself to death diet, or whatever diet it is, there's no end game. Because I remember eating all the meats and stuff for the Atkins diet. I'm thinking like, wow, this is great, but I'm craving a salad, or I'm craving some sweets. But you could never do that. But on the slow carb diet, you know, your end game is in 7 days. You're like, oh, okay, I want ice cream, but okay, I can wait till Saturday. You know, my designated day is Saturday. So anybody that wants to hang out with me, yeah, if you want to eat good food, we'll go on Saturday. But yeah, so that's the thing. It's like, you know, 6 days you're just you know, working hard, getting the mental aspect of it all, and it's perfect. But then, you know, then Saturday you can cheat. But here's a TMI, so, you know, earmuffs or whatever. But the first couple cheat days, I was just eating, you know, the whole pizza, half a pint of ice cream, a big liter of Coke, you know, and stuff, you know, and then just, you know, shock your body, whatever, right? But then on the third one, I tried doing the same thing, and almost instantly, I was going to the bathroom all day. It was just a way of, you know, it was horrible. Because I'm like, oh man, this sucks. My body's rejecting all these carbs, whatever. It was just, I was just overdoing it, and you know, it's like a lesson that I guess I just had to learn. So now my goal, okay, here's my plan right now. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to portion control now. So I'm not going to eat a whole pot of chili because I can. And because, oh, you know, there's no carbs in it, you know? It's just as soon as I finish eating, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm done, right? Okay, put the rest away or just throw it away, whatever. I go to Denny's, whatever, get an omelet. I don't have to eat the whole thing. I could eat like just part of it, maybe split it with my friend, drink a lot of water, right? And then, you know, just eat throughout that 8-hour time period, right? And then, you know, cheat days, you know, I really don't really care. I mean, I get some carbs in me just to like shock your body and stuff, but, you know, like order fries, I mean, I think that's fine. But, you know, I don't even want fries. Maybe I'll get noodles or even just have a hamburger with the bun, you know? It's like, wow, surprise, cheat day, you know? But it's kind of funny because my mentality about this is you know, the whole cheat day aspect is not really fun for me anymore. You know, it's like I either got mature as a eater now, and I'm like, oh wow, I feel like I'm eating healthy lifestyle. I think I could eat like this forever, you know, because even, you know, he told me, oh yeah, you know, once you work out afterwards, maybe get a kale shake, get, you know, almond milk, the, you know, the unsweetened one, and put some kale in there and whatever. And he said, yeah, maybe put some stevia in it or whatever. I'm like, okay, well, let's see what happens. So you know, I tried actually a kale shake the other day, and it was actually pretty good. I was like, wow. I mean, knowing that I have to eat it, and you know, you get all the protein and stuff like that. I mean, you know, yeah. And then, so what I also did too is I mixed in Metamucil in there, right? Now, another TMI thing. What happens is when I'm eating all those meats and stuff, you know, just say, like, there's one week I had 3 Korean barbecue days in a row, right? That was a lot of meat just stuck in. I mean, I didn't food coma. Oh, which is awesome too. I used to food coma after all these meals too, because you're like, oh, I'm so dying, whatever, right? But what happened is I told Sean, I go, hey, how come I'm not feeling food coma anymore? He said, well, you know what? You're not eating any carbs anymore. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that means I'm not eating the duck balsam or the rice and stuff. I'm just eating like literally like 4 or 5 plates of that meat and the vegetables. And then it just feels like I just have like a rock in my stomach, right? But I don't feel tired. So what happens is, since I have all that meat in me, maybe I'm not eating enough vegetables, whatever. He said, yeah, you know what, just go get Metamucil, whatever, and then you drink it. And it tastes like Tang. So it almost feels like a cheat drink while you're on your diet. But, you know, it helps you out. And I'm like, okay. So, you know, I've been doing that too. But anyways, that's a lot of stuff. But, you know, I didn't do anything for the past month talking about how I'm feeling. I mean, I showed you different things where I go out to eat and how I'm ordering it, and I feel awesome about it. I mean, before on diets, I'd feel miserable, and you know, you're like, gosh, I don't know how I could do this, and like you know, you really want something to eat, but you're like, oh, I can't do this because my diet. You know, I found enough stuff on this diet that I enjoy that it just doesn't feel like diet, right? So now if I need a go-to snack, it's like, oh, I feel like, you know, just go to 7-Eleven just out of habit. You know, some people are like that, you know. I mean, I'm a big person, right? So instead of going and getting Cheetos and a super big gulp of like Coke, I'll just get pork rinds, right? Maybe I'll get a small Diet Coke. I mean, I heard diet drinks are okay like once in a while. I drink it, eat that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, overeat in a candy store again, So that's that. So anyways, like I said, I'm going to change my diet and eating habits, the portion-wise, and also I'm going to start doing those exercises. So let's see what happens, whether in 2 weeks or a month when I do another video like this. But, just to check in, I'm doing awesome. So remember, this is Big Daddy Shin. And if I could lose 20 pounds in 2 months, you could lose 20 pounds in 2 months. I'll see you next time.